With Tears of the Kingdom releasing soon, I recently revisited Breath of the Wild, which is currently credited as my favorite game of all time. Everything about it I love.
Damn. Damn. Okay, what the fuck?
Okay, scratch that. Almost everything about it I love. I saw this new trailer and goddamn, I'm so fucking excited. I mean, what the fuck is this shit? Anyways, it looks really good, and it made me want to go back to Breath of the Wild. Past every other video essay on why Breath of the Wild is amazing, I realized that everybody and their dead uncles have literally heard to death all of the amazing things about this game. And yeah, I realize that this video is just going to be another video to toss down the endless pit of videos praising this game, but there's no but. That's it. There's no reason I'm making this video other than because I want to. But there's something about Breath of the Wild I don't often see discussed too much when talking about it. I'm sure you'll have heard all of the points I'm going to make in this video already, because this kind of video has been done to death. But I really haven't heard people talk about the game's confidence. I literally mean that. Like in multiple ways, the game is confident. And I think you could apply this trait to many other great games and many other Nintendo games. But the confidence Breath of the Wild has, or at least that the developers had when making the game, really does shine through when playing. The game, like millions and billions have said before, is subtle. It's not a loud game. It's not a silly, crazy, random game. I mean, I guess it can be, but at its core, it's a subtle experience. You know, those little quiet moments when you're walking through the Hyrule fields, just taking a stroll, and you see a horse stable, breathing with life and vigor, lighting up the rest. It's subtle. All that to say, it's very subtle, yet it contains these massive moments, these towering tasks to complete, but it doesn't boast about any of it. The game almost sits back and lets you experience these tasks by yourself. This aspect of Breath of the Wild displays an extraordinary amount of confidence that many games, especially nowadays, tend to lack. It's this very same confidence which makes the game so beloved by many. It aids what many crown as the best part of the game, the part of the game in which most players recall as the most memorable, the exploration and sense of discovery. I mean, talk to anybody about Breath of the Wild, and I guarantee you they're bound to bring it up. This is one of the many things which makes the game exciting and fun to simply just run around and explore. The idea that around every nook and cranny, a new experience is waiting. Be it big or small, hard or easy, fun or bullshit. These experiences are sitting there waiting for you to find them. Couple this with the unguided nature of the game, and suddenly the player is the one who feels responsible. The player feels like it's their own experience. This all leads back to the game's confidence. The developers created this world full of adventure, this world full of fun, excitement, creativity, exploration, discovery, wonder, puzzles, seeds, enemies, fairies, seeds, shrines, characters, seeds. Did I mention that they put seeds in this game? Like everything I just listed, the game presents these to you. It puts them on the ground in front of you and just walks away. The game never forces you to do any of it. It's completely fine with you just running past it all and going straight to Ganon to beat the game. In fact, they encourage that, seeing as the second the tutorial is over, you can run straight to Ganon. They really don't give a shit. Everyone does this. Speedrunners do it all the time. You can do whatever the hell you want in this game. And it seems like Nintendo loves it. And again, it uses this confidence to its advantage. While other games may railroad you, steer you in a specific direction, place a million giant blinking signs in front of the goal line, or in most cases just block it off until you've spent enough time in their world, Breath of the Wild just simply lets their game exist and, well, breathe. When comparing this to most open world games, it seems like these other games are trying to point you to the cool parts of the game that, granted, they likely spent a ton of time on, but to the player, it now feels like they're experiencing a set series of events. Something that's been done before, something that they're supposed to find. And due to these games shoving themselves in your face, so to speak, it comes off like they're trying much harder than Breath of the Wild. Which kind of reminds me of another extremely highly praised open world title. Keep in mind, games have existed for many years, and this is how they're made. But this, in my opinion, is a huge part of why people credit Breath of the Wild with redefining the open world game genre, which brings it all back to confidence. The confidence to just let their world sit, to let it speak for itself. The confidence to keep things hidden from the player, to let the player carve their own experiences out of their world. This is something that no other Zelda game had ever really done before. I mean, think about it, the past 35 or however many years or so, the Zelda games have had a very formulaic and limiting experience. But you wouldn't call many of these games bad, would you? No. It was just simply how they were made before. And the same can be said for other games released beforehand. When I say that other open world games are shoving themselves in your face, I'm certainly not saying these games are bad. It's just how open world games have been. It's not exactly a bad thing, but it's just existed like that for forever. I mean, the developers likely worked extremely hard on their games, and they just want the player to have the best experience possible. So they'll show off what they have, in the hopes that you'll like the game and have a fun and memorable experience playing. There's no problem with that. That's fine. If anything, that's good. Games should do that. They should present what they have to you. Breath of the Wild just decided to scrap that plan and create a new one. A plan that's essentially just a blank sheet of paper. For Nintendo, this game was likely a huge risk. They were both changing everything we knew about Zelda, but also bringing it back to its roots. It was likely terrifying for anybody at Nintendo who cared about their franchise. To see one of their biggest IPs they own possibly get washed out and turned into a generic open-world title just for the sake of open-world games being popular at the time. From an outside point of view, Breath of the Wild is a make-or-break game that could either be groundbreaking for the franchise or leave a stain on it. I think, based on everything I just dumped on you, that Eiji Aonuma and the rest of the Zelda team were confident in their title. They were confident in the game that they had poured nearly half a decade's worth of work into, and their work clearly speaks for itself. Listen, I don't claim to know how to make games, okay? I've never put years of my life into a project like this, but even just as some loser playing this in his bedroom, you can clearly tell just how much work really went into this game. They meticulously crafted a world chock full of excitement and adventure, a world which reshaped the way the industry looked at open-world games. It literally turned heads for developers. Games began to pop up trying to replicate this same magic, yet none of them really have. This is all because of Eiji Aonuma and his team. They poured all of themselves into this game, tirelessly creating a world that's still unrivaled today and viewed amongst gamers as not only one of the greatest open-world titles, but one of the greatest games of all time. This confidence led to something entirely new. A game which breathed life into a destroyed Hyrule while remaining entirely itself. A harrowing tale in a game so new and full of life, all centered around a story they've somehow been able to retell time and time again. The story of a boy named Link saving Hyrule. Somehow, through all the times they've told this story, they made me play it again. But I swear to God, if I have to collect one more fucking Korok shit in Tears of the Kingdom, I'm gonna fucking rip my ass off and shove it down there. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I really love Zelda. It's my favorite franchise ever, my favorite game ever, favorite, like, everything ever. So, you know, it's natural that the first video I make on this channel is a Zelda video. Speaking of this channel, I'd really love to start posting more stuff, whatever that may be. Hopefully more videos like this, if anybody likes it. Maybe I'll do some less like video SAE stuff, or maybe I'll just do more of these. I really don't know yet. But hey, if you like the video, please consider subscribing. I'd like to hit like 5 subs on this channel, so if we can really shoot for the moon here, guys, that would be great. No, seriously, I appreciate any support you can give, and whatever it is, like subscribe, like, I really appreciate it. Maybe even comment if you agree or disagree. Or you can just tell me I sound stupid or something. Anyways, thanks for watching.